Hello, everybody. I'm Larry.
Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Brandon, that play certainly felt like what I call a tendency breaker. 1st and 10, they dial up a draw play. That's not a normal situation, but give credit to the defense. They weren't fooled at all and really finished off the play.
That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very solid gain of 27.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll look to throw here on first down. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it. But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets it down to the 32. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. They'll set up a throw. He finds Beckham, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 2nd touchdown. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He was trying to get it to Jerick McKinnon there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
That was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on a little bit more.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense.
Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one. We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
This is caught inside the 15. That goes for a gain of 31. Two minutes remain here in the first half. More from the desert after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Larry Ridley in Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 4th touchdown on the year. So out come the Bucs now. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Back to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Odell Beckham with his... Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. They're going to look to throw. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, He's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
Give him 30 yards there. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught by Jackson for a Buccaneer touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bucs are just an extra... And Tampa Bay trots out there now. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just...
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Elsewhere, NFL scoreboard, third quarter now in Tennessee. And for the moment, it's in fact the Titans who have the lead there. Marcus Mariota with 3 touchdown passes to help lead the way. Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And some room to roam now. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the...
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the fourth quarter. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Fights him off. Now he'll escape to his right. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
First and goal at the 3-yard line now. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dayon Buchanan. coming with pressure. He drops him on the blitz for a loss of 12. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. On the toss, it's McKinnon. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot in the end zone. They went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. A good pickup there of 22. Even score late in the 4th. Let's see if the defense can play within themselves, not give up the big play and contain, and keep this knotted up. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. And they're going to run the end around with Jackson. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Deshaun Jackson. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Eric Armstead in there to get him for a loss of 5. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. Now back to throw. Over the middle to Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Come on, let's go. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
Back to throw here. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in the